Hello everyone, welcome to Veranda IAS in the series of lectures of current affairs associated with art and culture. The topic of the day is Abdul Hamid Lahori, one of the important topics of medieval Indian history as well. The learning objectives of the day are to examine Abdul Hamid Lahori, to analyze why this topic was in news, why Abdul Hamid Lahori is in news, and to discuss the influence of Mughal Empire on literature, and then to list the salient features of Padshahnama. First and foremost, something about Abdul Hamid Lahori. Who was he? He was a traveler, and then he became a historian. He came to India during the time period of Mughal Empire. At that time, Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan was there, who was ruling over India. Abdul Hamid Lahori began his professional life as a traveler and historian during the time period of Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. It becomes important for you all to remember that it was Shah Jahan, and later rose through the ranks to become the royal historian of the empire. He came as a traveler and then he became a royal historian of the empire. He was then upgraded, his rank got upgraded. Abdul Hamid was a historian, is one of the primary sources for the study of the Mughal history. For Mughal Empire, for the history of Mughal emperors in India, Abdul Hamid Lahori's writings are very important. He writes Padshahnama, also known as Padshahnama. Padshahnama or Padshahnama. What is it? We'll discuss. Why this topic is in news? First, in the Hindu newspaper, there was a very vivid description and very vivid coverage of this topic of Abdul Hamid Lahori. There was some launch of the book. Reflections of Mughal Art and Architecture was the book, and during the launch of that book, it was discussed that what is the relevance of Padshahnama or Abdul Hamid Lahori, and because of that, it becomes important for your examination. The rich visual legacy of the Mughal era is explored in this book titled Reflections of Mughal Art and Architecture on Mughal Art and Culture, in July 2021. Apart from that, there was a description in the Hindu newspaper only. We saw a painting. That painting was taken from Abdul Hamid Lahori's Padshahnama. That was a description on a great painting from the imperial copy of Lahori's Padshahnama. That painting was probably one of the scenes of the royal courts, and that was there in the newspaper. Next, the influence of Mughal Empire on the literature. We know that Mughals ruled over the India for a good time in medieval Indian history, and during the time period there was also the encouragement provided by the Mughals to the various fields of literature, art, architecture and crafts as well. So Mughal Empire's impact on literature is also considerable. Abdul Hamid was patronized by Shah Jahan as a writer and then royal historian. Abdul Hamid is also most known for his work Padshahnama. This book contains the detailed history of Shah Jahan's reign. There is one more poet or one more historian writer, we can say, like Lahori of the medieval Indian times. His name is Abul Fazl. In whose reign Abul Fazl was there in India? You have to tell. Abul Fazl. Abul Fazl belonged to the court of Akbar, the Mughal Emperor Akbar. He has written Akbarnama. Akbarnama is a book which is in 3 volumes. The last volume of Akbarnama is Aine Akbari. Aine Akbari, also written by Abul Fazl. Abul Fazl is one of the 9 jewels of the court of Akbar. Navratnas of Akbar you might have studied. One of the Navratnas, the 9 jewels, is Abul Fazl. Abdul Hamid Lahori was a disciple of Abul Fazl only. He is most known for Padshahnama and Abul Fazl is known for Akbarnama. He detailed the emperor's life and actions. Which emperors? We are talking about Lahori, Shah Jahan's life and actions throughout the first 20 years of his reign in his book. Whatever was the lifestyle, the actions, the decisions of Shah Jahan, detailed description is given in the book of Lahori. Apart from that, he is believed to have completed his work in 1648 AD. In 1648 AD. Some of the important facts and features of Padshahnama, it is also known as Padshahnama. The description of the Badshah, of the emperor, of the rulers. It was written as Shah Jahan's official history, important official history, because Lahori was the court writer of Shah Jahan's court as well only. So he wrote official history of Shah Jahan's court. What he saw not, what is officially going on, happening, he was kept for this work. The book is divided into 3 sections. The Padshahnama was presented to George III in 1799 as a gift by the monarch of Awadh, not by Shah Jahan, but by the monarch of Awadh. 1799 as a gift by the monarch of Awadh. This book's first volume is based on Qazwini's work, but includes more details. Then second volume is depicted or is describing Shah Jahan's reign for the following 10 years, and then Padshahnama's third volume is extension after these 10 years. The Padshahnama is a typical example of imperial memoirs of official court biographies. Important. Of official court biographies. In medieval Indian times, during the time period of Mughal India, we all know that the Shah Jahan's reign, the emperor of Mughal India, Shah Jahan, when he was emperor, the maximum, or we can say the highest level of achievement was in the field of architecture. Jahangir is remembered for his contribution in paintings. Shah Jahan is remembered for his contribution in the field of architecture. We all know the great, one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal of Agra, was built during the reign of, under the guidance of Shah Jahan only. So this was all for today about Abdul Hamid Lahori, about why this topic was in news, about the influence of Mughal Empire on literature, the development of literature during Mughal India, the salient features of Padshahnama, and then we discussed about Aine Akbari as well. We will continue our discussion from here. Till then, stay tuned, keep studying. Thank you so much.